may already know, when I arrive in a new city, I like to really get out all the touristic, basic stuff out of the way as soon as I can. So since it's our first day in Lviv, like actually in Lviv, not in the outskirts, I think that's what we're gonna start by doing. We're just gonna go to the center, the historical center, and go see like the main cathedrals and churches and whatever it is that makes Lviv special. Our first stop is Lviv's Latin Cathedral. It's actually built in the 14th century, and from what I hear, it's really pretty inside, so let's go in.
There you go. I'm open the door. Thank you.
Next on our tour is the chapel of the Boehm family. It's like this Renaissance, really awesome looking facade of the chapel. It's amazing, just look at those details. You can also visit the inside for 30 hryvnia, but we're kind of on a tight schedule, so maybe another day. Next, we're climbing our way up to the tower in a town hall. We paid 30 hryvnia to have the privilege to climb all those steps. I thought we were done here, but then I looked, there's another staircase right here. But from what I can already glimpse, the view's gonna be worth it so much. More stairs. Let's go. We made it to the top. Let's see about that view now. I swear it's a panoramic view that's beautiful on all four sides. So if you have the health... Okay, so as I was saying before, the clock marked 2 o'clock. If you have the health...
Po co ci to?
Mikrofon.
Aha, okej. Cześć.
Cześć.
Bawcie się.
Okay, I'll try again. If you have the health to climb up all those stairs, definitely do it. What many people don't know is that coffee is actually dug out from the ground in Lviv. So we came here at this coffee shop that is also a coffee mine, and we're gonna get to explore the underground coffee tunnels, and that's insane. I've never seen coffee being extracted from the ground before. Stepping into the mine, let's go. Got my helmet on. Always be safe in a coffee mine. All those walls are covered in coffee that is being mined out right now. And right upstairs it's a really nice, cozy coffee shop where you can actually drink the freshest coffee ever. It's just been mined. Okay, time for a little lunch break at the restaurant. It's called Noiv Kovchek. Let's see if it's good. Yeah, that was a pretty good restaurant. It's not the easiest one to find. I'll leave the address down below, but basically you have to like walk inside the building to get to the actual restaurant. Our next stop in the little walking tour of Lviv is gonna be the Dominikansky Sobor. It's right next to the restaurant, so it's a really close walk. I think it's also really pretty inside, but let's go see to make sure. I've only been here once and like really briefly. I don't really know the city, but there's this app called Google Trips and they have like suggested walking tours of the city. So I've been just mostly following that. It's as simple as that. The only things that weren't on the Google Trips itinerary so far were the coffee mine and the restaurant. There's just this thing with monastery and old churches like this. When you walk in, there's always this specific smell of the incense and the candles. And also it's always so nice and fresh and cool inside. This place right here is an actual working pharmacy, but it's also a pharmacy museum. So even if you don't want to visit the museum, you can walk in and buy some water or some pharmaceuticals. And it also looks really, really cool inside. And by the way, the entrance to the museum is only $1, so it's not a bad idea to visit. We just don't really have the time today. This is the Armenian Cathedral. I think it's the last cathedral or slash church on the Lviv tour. It doesn't mean that there aren't any more churches or cathedrals in the city. There's a bunch. But I think that's just the tour, like the main, biggest, oldest, most popular ones. An important detail if you do want to visit those places, there's often a dress code, so no shorts, no tank tops. Also no dogs, no hats, no ice cream, no phones. And you can film for like 5 hryvnia. I think my shorts are a little bit short, so I don't think I'm gonna go further inside than I did. Also a really cool thing is that this whole center part of the city is mostly blocked off to cars. So there's a lot of people, a lot of tourists just walking around enjoying the city. I would say like 70% of people here are Polish. I know I said it would be like the last church cathedral thing of the tour, but just like right across the street there's this huge Greek Catholic church too, and it's really pretty inside, so I just had to go in and film a little bit. Greek Catholicism is like a really special religion. Basically there's tension between the Orthodox people of Eastern Ukraine and the Polish or Western Ukraine Catholic people. So they kind of created this religion called Greek Catholicism. It basically has most of the Orthodox traditions, but they do recognize the Pope as the head of the church and not the Russian patriarch or something like that. And this right here behind me is Lviv's Opera House. It's really beautiful, has a nice fountain in front of it. I guess it's this thing here in Ukraine. Fountains in front of an opera house with a lot of people taking selfies in front. Our last challenge of the day is gonna be to climb up the High Castle Mountain. Whew, it's kind of hot. Even though it's 4:50 right now, it's still, the sun is shining hot. From what I remember, it's still quite a long and steep climb. So we went and bought some water before we even start. This might not look steep on camera, but believe me, in real life, Ah, what did I get myself into? Oh, almost there. All right, we made it to the top. Beautiful view. I don't know what kind of day it is today, but we just keep climbing up and up and up all the time. It's a good place to come at sunset too, but it's not 5:30, so it's kind of a long time until sunset. We're gonna head back down and probably home. It's been a long day. I hope you enjoyed a little tour of Lviv.